We are creating a world that works for everyone. Yes, we're amazing, and we've just begun to feel the power and freedom to be who we came here to be. As we discover each other and to celebrate humanity, we are creating a world that works for everyone. Yes, times are changing. It's a love revolution. As we are walking together, love is leading the way through the fields of compassion to a world that works for everyone, to a world that works for everyone. We are walking together. Love is leading the way through the fields of compassion.
Co-create with God. I fill with power. I am the power God is. I feel the power. I co-create with God. I fill with truth. I am the truth God is. I feel the truth. I co-create with God. I fill with light. I am the light God is. I feel the light. I co-create with God. I fill with love. I am the love God is. I feel the love. I co-create with God. I fill with peace. I am the peace God is. I feel the peace. I feel the peace. I feel the
Good morning, and thank you for being here. We're so happy you decided to join us this Sunday morning for our Sunday celebration. We are the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, and this is our Sunday celebration, and I am not Dr. Maxine. I am Edie Janik, happy to serve as the board president for GPCSL, and also happy to celebrate Dr. Maxine taking a day of rest today. She works her butt off. I had to say it. She works her butt off, and she had a pretty busy week this week, and so she's taking a day of rest. So I celebrate that and happy to help out. Also, I want to celebrate Linda O'Neill. We've got some smart ladies around here. Linda O'Neill is on vacation. I know. But we're so happy for her that she is taking well-deserved time away. And we've got this. We've got a wonderful team, right? Yeah. And we just want to make sure that you know that we miss you guys, but we celebrate you enjoying life and taking rest. So we are the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. We are part of a global international organization that practices the science of mind. The organization has a mission, which is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And as part of that, there's a vision that goes along with Centers for Spiritual Living, which is a world that works for everyone. Wow. We will never give up on that mission, for sure. Hold it in our hearts dearly. So as the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, we also have a mission, something that we keep in our hearts and our minds that guides us, and it is living, loving, learning spirituality that works. Yes, thank you. So what else do we normally say during welcome? We have a wonderful, wonderful program for you today, wonderful celebration. Reverend Mike's going to be speaking on the Speaking Truth into Power, which is a kind of a keystone of our practice here. So I'm looking forward to hearing his thoughts on that. And we've got meditation coming up. We've got fabulous music. So stick around, and thanks for joining.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of God. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God, the face of God. You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. 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 La luce di Dio. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. L'image de Dieu. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God.
Good morning and welcome back. My name is Monet Farrington. I am a member of your Board of Trustees and a thank you very much. I am not Dr. Maxine. Again, we're so grateful for her and appreciative of her time and her ability to go home and rest. I'm here to talk to you about We Wisdom. And with that in mind, I know that a lot of our young ones are teenagers now, and they're a handful, but we love them. And I have a teenager of my own named Mila, and I talk to Mila about this all the time, and I wanted to share this wisdom with you guys as well, is that sometimes we can definitely get caught up in the things that bother us and focus on the stress of the situation as opposed to focusing on the outcome of the situation. So if you say like, I have a test coming up and I know I'm going to fail, like this is going to be horrible. Well, maybe instead of saying that you're going to fail, maybe say, I've got a really hard test coming up, but I know I'm going to do my best and the outcome will be okay because I know I'm going to put in as much of my goodness and my time that I can, and therefore it'll be a good outcome. So there is something that our teaching does have for us to deal with these types of situations, and it's called affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. So I'm just going to read some basics to you. This is something that was definitely helpful and came up a lot at camp. All of the exercises and workshops would begin with some type of spiritual mind treatment, and I thought it was a really good grounding way to keep us all engaged and part of the activity. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what spiritual mind treatment is. It is a step-by-step process in which one is convinced of the absolute spiritual truth by turning entirely away from the condition and focusing on the desired outcome as it has already happened. So again, going back to the test example, you're not going to focus on how hard the test is or how you think you're going to bomb it. You're going to focus on the outcome. Treatment is to be stated as personal, positive, powerful, and present. So the goal is to gain clarity in thinking that guides action to be consistent with the desired outcome. Affirmative prayer is not begging or pleading, but a recognition of acceptance that God is all there is, and there is no spot where God is not. I love that part. So there are 5 steps. So the first step is recognition. God is all there is. So in your own words, acknowledge the oneness, the allness, the wholeness of God. Express your conviction, and there is no spot where God is not, and no situation where God is not. Step 2, unification. I am one with God. Again, in your own words, declare that there is one mind. That mind is God's mind, and that mind is your mind right now. And then the third step is realization. Accept and embody the good. Express deep realization that in you You are a perfect child of God. Speak your word for yourself, stating the purpose of your treatment. The fourth step is thanksgiving. I give thanks. Express your overwhelming thankfulness to the truth of your being and your affairs. This stage is about outpouring of gratitude, being thankful. Release is the final step. So you let go and you let God. So again, in your own words, release your word to the action of the law. So this process is a personal process. Yes, everyone and anyone can use it. And you have the flexibility to basically make your own prayer for what it is that you're trying to bring forth in your life. It's already there, but now you just kind of have to like make it bloom and make it blossom. So a quick prayer could take place. Like, so for example, like I work, I'm a grown up. Unfortunately, I haven't hit the lottery yet. So I work regularly. And as a teenager, I'm sure you go to school. So it could just be something simple that you use before a test or something that you think might be a little difficult. So let's say for me, like at work, sometimes I have imposter syndrome where I feel like, I'm not definitely, maybe I don't belong here. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. And I question sometimes like my worthiness. I think everyone does. Luckily, we're in a society where that is something that people are able to talk about more and more. So how about this prayer? Let's say if I'm going to work and I'm thinking, I don't know how I'm feeling today. It might be a little rough. I can do a quick spiritual mind treatment. It would go something like this. God is all there is. There is no spot where spirit is not. I am one with the one. It is in me, as me, is me. I know that I am worthy, as I am already a perfect reflection of my source. I am incredibly grateful and thankful for this and this unconditional truth. And I release it, let it go, and let God, and so it is. I challenge you to be able to use a prayer like that. Again, it could be something really quick and easy. You don't have to say it out loud. Maybe just say it in your head. And if you think it works, and it's a great addition to your life, maybe tell a friend. Yeah. Jason, are you there? Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Monet. Thank you, Monet. That was wonderful. A good treatment, especially like a real elemental one like that just moves me. It's so empowering. Hi, everyone. I'm Payson Burt. I'm Vice President of the Board of Directors, and I'm here with today's announcements. Yay! All right. So our next in-person celebration will be held November 5th and November 12th at 10:30 at Interprod in Eagleville. It'll begin with a quiet meditation at 10 o'clock. As you know, there's that little conference room as you enter, and at 10 o'clock they start meditation there, and then we start at 10:30 at Interprod in Eagleville. But we'll also be having another in-person celebration to celebrate Thanksgiving on Sunday, November 19th. And that is going to be at 10:30 normal time at Eastern State Penitentiary. No, that's not it. I got glasses. Let's see. At the Sheraton Great Valley Hotel in Oxford, in the Oxford Room. It's on Lancaster Avenue in Malvern. I think we've been there before, so a lot of you will remember where that is. Then it's going to be followed by a very special afternoon of classical guitar with Django starting at noon. So go to our website to see there it is, website to see all the details. As a matter of fact, this is very old school, I know, but take a screenshot, quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, click. Okay. All right. Now for classes, you can still join Reverend Mike's continuing Zoom class on how to use the science of mind every Saturday morning from 9:45 to 11 a.m. Now that's a long form class, like years long. So it's like the train, like I was describing the other day. Just grab it like Buster Keaton and grab on and Go on the trip. Dr. Maxine Kay's Meditation and Serendipity Workshop is running for 5 Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on Zoom. It started on September 26th, and you can still join. And because it's not concluding until October 24th, you can still come to the last one. You are welcome to register. Dr. Maxine will also be offering her Converting Fear to Faith. It's a 2-hour Zoom workshop on Tuesday, November 14th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. For our next upcoming in-person events, we have our next full moon ceremony, and that will be held on Friday, October 27th from 7 to 8 p.m. at Diane Wilson's home in Collegeville. Directions will be provided once you register. And how do you register? Go to the website. That's right. Thank you. Join us for the next Nibbles and New Thought night, Monday, November 6th at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Brick and Brew in Malvern. Once again, you reserve on the website as well, right? Seats are limited, so register there too as well. There. Go to our website to see all the details of our upcoming virtual and in-person events, in case you forget what I just said. And stay tuned for information of our annual winter solstice on Saturday, December 16th. Put that in your calendar, Saturday, December 16th, and we're very close to announcing the location and all the schedules and everything like that. Thanks for tuning in today, and have a wonderful day.
Good morning. My name is Bo Smith, and I am a practitioner with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. It is my honor to provide this morning's treatment, so please join me in consciousness by closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, and taking in a deep breath, allowing yourself to center yourself inside. And as I state this treatment in the first person, I invite you to join me in it if you'd like. I know in this moment that the truth of this life that I live is the life of spirit. It is spirit flowing freely through me, as me in this moment. This life, this light, this wisdom is the wisdom that flows through each and every of my sisters and brothers. This wisdom reveals itself to me every time I open myself to it, and in this moment, I do open myself to that inner wisdom. That inner wisdom speaks to me through images and sounds, and those images and sounds prompt me to take actions in the outer world that demonstrate a clear consciousness of deep gratitude, of deep love, of deep connection to every sentient soul. As I open myself up to that inner wisdom within, I also open up to the wisdom without, in the outer world, coming to me. In this moment, I open to the wisdom in the message from today's service, and I open to that wisdom that approaches me from all sides, knowing that only good is coming to me now, and only good can come from me now. There is not a spot where this spirit is not in this world, and everything I think, say, and do, and encounter is God expressing. In deep gratitude for that truth that I know is the core of my being, I release my word into law, knowing that it knows what to do and how to do it, and does so effortlessly, through and as me now. And so it is.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Wanna sing with me? Get ready. Get ready, my soul. Diving in. I'm diving into the deepest kind of love, to the deepest kind of love, the sweetest kind of life, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, I love Daniel Nahmad's song. It's one of those that stays with me all week. I keep singing the words. I am Cheryl Macklin, and I am a practitioner for the Center of Spiritual Living. And I'd like to share the affirmation with you, and then we're going to take a little deep dive into all of that power that you've been learning about. Our affirmation today: God is my power, and I express it brilliantly in every opportunity to dispel error in my world. Okay, today we've learned that we are the face of God, and we've learned that there is no spot where God is not. And we learned that we are preparing for the deepest love and the best life possible. So we're going to sit a bit with those ideas and let them percolate, as they are very, very powerful. So I invite you to, if you're sitting in a chair, to put your feet flat on the floor and take a few deep breaths to connect you with your body. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And as you're breathing in, know that you're breathing in the breath of God. You're breathing in the light of God. You're breathing in the love of God. And that breath is carried throughout your body. As you breathe in, connect with your heart. Your heart is the center of divine intelligence. It is God within you. It is the source of light, love, and power. Feel that presence of God within. Take a minute to connect more deeply with that power. Now allow that power to flow throughout your body, activating the divine blueprint in each and every cell. You are a divine being. You have the presence within you of each of the divine qualities. They're available to you at any moment. So feel that energy, that light and love of God moving through your body. Now feel it moving out from your heart, from your God center, out into the world, to connect with each and every God being that you meet. Know that you are a light, bringing God's love, light, infinite wisdom, beauty, peace, and harmony to each and every person. and that it radiates out into the world. It is a world in which you are a precious God being with gifts to share. So we learned that there is not a spot where God is not. So God is right there in your heart. And you can connect at any time and be that God being, that whole and perfect creation of the one magnificent source. Now bring your attention back into the room. More ready and more prepared to hear our inspiring message today. I honor that God within each and every one of you. And I'd let it be so, and so it is.
This is what I know, that we are all connected, the universe reflected in each shining part. And everywhere I go, I recognize the faces, all of my relations in this one heart. And all I need is already looking through these eyes, nearer than my breathing, closer than hands and feet. We are dreaming together all the gifts of heaven and earth. And so I receive all I can be, and now I let it go with such appreciation, with sheer exhilaration. Now I set it free, and so it is, and so be it. When I sing it, I can see it. I welcome us in, and now we begin, we begin. Today is the day I will change my luck. I will find 3 pennies and they'll be heads up. I will walk like a queen in my tennies and jeans, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, from the known to unseen, everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. Yeah, today is the day I'll remember to see only good, only God happening through you and me. I will not forget all the treasures due me, 'cause I know where I've come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, from the known unseen, everything in between. I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. Yet today is the day I'll be more of myself. Love my skin, where I've been, and everyone else. No more push, no more pull, simply flow as I go. 'Cause I know where I come from the stars and the sun, from that magical one. I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, from the known to unseen, everything in between. I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, from the stars and the sun, from the magical one. I am part of this thing called life. Yeah, from the known to unseen, everything in between. I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. I am loved by this thing called life.
Hello, everybody. Mike Gerdes here, and I'm honored to be able to share with you today. The title of my talk today is Speaking Truth to Power, and it's kind of an interesting talk title because, for one thing, it notes that, 78 years ago, this coming Tuesday, the 24th, marks the beginning of the United Nations. And this was an opportunity, probably the second experiment after the League of Nations, of trying to get countries together, powers together, to make peace, to find alternatives to war. And sometimes it's worked and sometimes it hasn't, but I'm grateful that we have it. Bayard Rustin, in 1942, he was a black civil rights leader and peace advocate, a Quaker. He espoused that term, speak truth to power. He's the first one that's actually noted that, although you've seen it in history, people standing up and telling authority what is. Now, from time to time, you may have been inclined to stand up and talk to authority. You may have been inclined to stand up and talk to those that had influence over you, whether it was a boss, your parent, a spouse, or somebody in government. It takes courage to stand up for what's right and tell people in charge what's what. Now, how do we apply that? That requires some skill, because if it's not smart to be quiet and hold your silence in the face of injustice and oppression. This world's seen far too much of that. And it's not smart to hurl insults and throw stones at those who are bent on oppressing us either, because that just brings more animosity and hate and war. It is smart, however, and intelligent to speak truth to power without regret, because truth overcomes that which is evil or harmful. True freedom comes from the action we take in service to the truth. So what's true? Well, what we teach is that true is God. Truth is God. We teach that there's one life, that life is God, that life is perfect, that life is your life, my life, all of our lives right now. We teach that there's an eternal reality which is whole, complete, and perfect right now. And we teach that all the qualities of God, life, love, light, power, peace, beauty, and joy, are eternal truth, are eternal qualities. And that you and I and everyone in the world is here to express that greater idea of life and love. We're here to thrive, as my friend and colleague, Dr. Dennis Barrett Jones, called upon us to do, is thrive. He says, all over the world, you see, whether it's a plant, a weed, a child, everybody seeks to thrive. And if we experience something other than thriving, if we experience a health condition, something other than wholeness, something other than happiness, something other than love and peace in the world, we need to call out that as a temporary state that came to pass and know the truth of our natural state. Wholeness, perfection. We need to call forth the truth of our being, which is God, which is first cause and the initial state of being. Now, the goddess of truth, the Roman goddess of truth, was Veritas. And from time to time, you'll see this Latin inscription over schools and in some books. It's Veritas vos liberabit, which means that truth sets you free. It may set you free, but true freedom comes from the action we take in service to the truth, if you think about it. I mean, something may be true, something may come up, but what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to sit back and say, nod and say, oh yeah, that's so? If you've got a health issue, and you can say, yes, I'm whole, complete, and perfect, but does that mean that you don't go see doctors, you don't take your medication? No, it doesn't mean that. If we know that the world is having issues, and we can say, I know peace throughout the land, I know peace throughout the world, but does that mean we just sit back and we don't vote? we don't tell the politicians, we don't tell the statespeople what's going on, what we see they're doing right, and what we're seeing doing wrong? Do we take a look at issues like children not getting enough food or not being able to afford school lunches and think that's okay? We're called upon to take action. We're called upon to serve the truth, not just sit back and watch it happen. Because we're part of the solution. Because we're either going to be part of the solution or we're part of the continuing ongoing problem. Somebody may say, oh, Reverend Mike, you just don't understand all the problems and the complexities. I understand life is complex. I'm old enough to know that life is complex. But I also know that if we regard, this is something Thomas Trord taught in the Edinburgh Lectures. He wrote this in the Edinburgh Lectures. And I ask all of my students to memorize this when they take the class from me. And it's this short 2 paragraphs. Well, long 2 paragraphs. If we regard the fulfillment of our purpose as contingent upon any circumstances, whatever, past, present, or future, we are not making use of first cause. We have descended to the level of secondary causation, which is a region of doubts, fears, and limitations, all of which we are pressing upon the universal subjective mind, with the inevitable result that it will build up corresponding external conditions. But if we realize that the region of secondary causes is a region of mere reflections, we shall not think of our purpose as contingent on conditions whatever, but will know that by forming the idea of it in the absolute and maintaining that idea, we have shaped the first cause into the desired form and can await the result with cheerful expectancy. So what's truth with a capital T in your world? What do you know to be true? Do you know love to be true in your life? Do you know wholeness to be true in your life? Do you know joy to be true in your life? Do you know happiness to be true in your life? If you don't know those things, then there's an opportunity for us to turn towards those things and embody a new spiritual prototype, embody a new idea. As Monet was saying earlier, she was teaching us how to do treatment and explaining how affirmative prayer works. That take the idea of what it is that you want, or that the idea of what it is that you'd rather experience, and accept it as though you already have it. What ideas in your life do you want to be knowing, being, doing, having? Do you really want them? Or do you want them well enough, hard enough, long enough to actually embody those and declare those are a truth? And all this outside influences that come up, can you say no to them? You know, most of the outside influences that come up and say no are not from the outside, but are from the inside. The ideas that we've accepted about ourselves in the past, those limited ideas that we weren't good enough, we weren't smart enough, we weren't bright enough, we weren't handsome enough, we were too this, we were too that. Can you let go of that influence? Can you let go of those powers? Power is influence. Power is control. Power is taking charge. Can we instead take charge of our thoughts? Can we instead take charge of our actions? Can we instead take charge of what we do to make this world a better place, to make us, ourselves, a healthier, better experience for life? And can we take a look at the things around us, and can we know peace? And when we see something in the way of peace, can we stand up and speak? Do we have the courage to say something when something needs to be said? Or are we afraid? Are we afraid what other people will think of us? I hope, I pray that I may have the courage to speak forward, so that if there's injustice in the world, I say something. I pray that I have the courage to speak out at an injustice. I pray that I have the courage to recognize within my own mind that I'm responsible for my experience. I'm not my experience, but that my experience is a result of my thinking. And if I don't like my experience, I can change it. I can admit that. And I can move forward to a different experience, a better experience. So the question I have for you is, what action are you willing to take to make your life a better life? What action are you willing to take to make this world a better world? Because that's knowing true freedom. And a call upon us to stand firm for freedom. Because that's what it's all about. That's my message for today. Know you're loved, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you are so kind. I wouldn't say too kind. I think you're just kind enough. At this time, we have the opportunity to take up our offering. And if you have a check, that's great. We'll repeat our offering blessing together. Or if you have myself, what I do is I usually text it in. You know, I love the modern technology, being able to do all those things. But let's see, I think it's going to pop up on the screen here. Oh, there we go. Our prosperity celebration. Okay, together. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as a source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with the center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied. And so it is. And so it is. Okay.
Be the change that you want to see. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones. We are. I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. I've been feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious. Coming up with every kind of excuse till I realized it's not all up to me. we join together, we shape our destiny to see a world where we are living as one. It can be, it shall be, it will be done. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are, yes, we are the ones, we are. No one else gonna make the changes, no savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but wake up, 'cause it's really up to you and I to take it one step at a time. Stand together with your hand in mine. Then we will see the world that we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now, there is no doubt. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. I know we are the ones. We are, we are. We are the ones. We are, we are. And I am the one that I've been waiting for. I know I am the one who will make that difference. I am the one who will change the world. Yes, I am the one. I am, I know I am the one. I am, and we are the ones. We are, be the change that you want to see now. We are, I know that you can do it. You are, you are, you are, you are. I know that we are, every day make that change now. We are, we are the ones, we are the ones, we are
I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Special thanks goes out to Edie Janik and to Monet Farrington and to Cheryl Macklin for their participation. And always thanks to our production crew who are just absolutely amazing folks. Yes, they are. And you have the power. You have the power to move from any situation that you find yourself in right now. You need to, 1, make a choice. 2, adhere to that choice. Do what's in front of you to do to help bring that forth to come forth. And then trust that the law works, and it does work all the time. Remember, God is good all the time, and so it is.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. One more verse. Love is my decision. to me.